Oh, it's been a while. Been a while. You pulled out.
It's
know that.
it's probably the most interesting thing I've just learned about you is that you played in a Kiss cover band.
Tribute band. There's
Kiss, yes, big diff.
There's a big difference.
Break it down for us.
There's a big difference between a tribute band and a cover band. A tribute band takes it really seriously. If you're dressing up in clothes that are made by custom designers and you're spending 2 hours a night putting on makeup and you're risking your life breathing fire and you're rehearsing 2-3 times a week and you're traveling for 5 to 10 hours to play a show in front of people, tribute is a more appropriate term to call that band, because it's, you know, like you take it real seriously, you know, like even the moves, the dance moves is derogatory, you know what I mean? But when they're on the stage, they often do the, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do their homework, and to be part of the club, you got to do your homework, you know. And,
Dude,
lots of credit to all of them.
You nailed it. So let's rephrase that. Kiss tribute band, the role of Gene Simmons. Guys, I am hanging here today in the middle of the ocean with Chris O'Toole from Unearth. Welcome to Defender the Riff, my dude.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I appreciate you doing this. The boat is really rocking. I don't know if the people watching can see it on camera, but we and our cameras and our gear are in a constant state of this while we're filming on the boat.
I was thinking about it today. It's not like what helped with my motion sickness was thinking about a waltz. You know.
If you waltz it up.
Yeah, if you think of it a waltz, like Black Dahlia Murder, you know how a lot of their riffs are a waltzy riff? I don't know. I kept thinking about Black Dahlia Murder. Like all the pirate riffs.
Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole when I was in the sauna. Have you been in the sauna yet?
No.
Dude, the sauna, they have, so it's a Norwegian company or wherever it's from, but they have a Scandinavian vibe.
Uh-huh.
They have 2 big, massive saunas on the front of the ship, and they're looking out over the ocean. You go in there, you get...
That's gorgeous.
Can I swear on this thing or not?
What? Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
So it gets hot as fuck. You know, throw a bunch of water on there. And tonight, after we played in the atrium, I went straight to the sauna as soon as I could. Watched the sunset in a sauna. And then I had a cold plunge afterwards. But you know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't get much sweeter than that.
Yeah.
That's pretty excellent. I mean, if that could be my post-gig activity after every gig, I'd be pretty excited.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time. I know it's been a long-ass week. This is my little setup here on the boat. We like to hang and talk about riffs, and I think the cool thing about sitting down with you is that it's organically us learning about each other. We've never hung, we've got a lot of mutual friends, but we've never put in the time to bro down. We've certainly never had instruments together, so it's cool to have you here. And I mean, I don't know a ton about you. I'd love to get to know more about you. I know you're from the UK.
I'm an open book. You ask me anything.
I know you're living in Texas now. I know you got these sexy Music Man basses. I know you got lots of cool shit going on. So I mean, I just want to get to know you. I want to get to know you as a player, your relation to the instrument, and you know, kind of just start me back at the beginning. Why not? How the fuck do you end up moving to Texas? What's your musical journey? Tell me about it all.
Okay, so my parents met each other in amateur dramatics in England. My dad's a huge Gilbert and Sullivan fan, and so I was exposed to a bunch of operetta. My great-grandmother played for symphony orchestra in her local area in Hartford, and so I was always underneath a piano somewhere. And for some reason, at some point when I hit puberty, I got into pop music and was drawn to the songs with the bass lines. And when I moved from one school to another, a friend of mine introduced me with tapes to Pantera, Slayer, Megadeth. Oh, there's a bunch. You know, Sepultura. So I listened to the hell out of them every day religiously with my little Sony Walkman. And I decided to get like 30 of my favorite thrash metal, heavy metal songs together. And I tried to find the tab wherever possible. and then figured out real quick that tab sucks. Most of the tab online is not accurate at all. What a waste of time. It's just sift through a bunch of bullshit right there.
Love this point.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time who are just getting into guitar and want to learn covers, I'm like, bro, start working on your ear now, because you should not, if you trust those tabs, you're learning everything wrong.
Yeah.
Just start working on your ear, because your ear will not lie to you the way the tabs will.
Yeah, so a lot of them were learned by ear, because the ear of other people who posted them on websites was apparently not very accurate.
Let's even pull the veil on this. You have a good ear. You called me on my tuning right away. I was like 3 cents out of tune, and you're like, I've got a pretty good ear. That note doesn't sound the same as mine, and you were right, man. You got a great ear.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I thought about it a bit. Yeah, So and then after that started. We found a friend of ours who played drums, and we played, Sepultura and Metallica in our garage until the neighbors complained my parents enough to have a quiet word. And then I went to university, and then, tried to put together a serious covers band called the Hustlers. And we didn't get many gigs. No one trusted us.
Okay.
Weird, right?
This is the...
I thought it was a good name.
It's...
We're young.
Listen, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a band by its name.
Exactly what I told them. I said, look, we're good. We're really good.
Trust us. We're the Hustlers. Trust us.
And then when I came back from university, I got the bug real bad, and I joined a band called Savage Messiah from London, a thrash metal band.
Cool.
And they were next level. They were traveling around, a lot of England. They went to London and Scotland, and where else did we go? Bristol, all over. They were traveling more. But then so what happened is that my second year at university for psychology, I came over to Denton in Texas, North DFW.
Yeah.
And I joined a fraternity to make friends, and I met a woman, and we hit it off, and we had a marriage that went very well for 9 years, divorced after 10, and so that's why I was in Texas. But when I was in Texas, I joined a band called Turbid North, who moved down from Fairbanks, Alaska, like a progressive death metal band.
And the Spider Riff.
Yeah, the Riff earlier. So we started touring locally and regionally, and then we started doing national tours. And at some point, we played some shows with As Lay Dying and Unearth, and made friends with Trevor, and Bro Down, and kept each other's numbers. And at some point, their bassist was struggling to tour. I put together tours, and I heard they were having some fill-ins, and so I hit up Trevor, who was close friends with at the time, and then I just recorded a bunch of YouTube videos of Unearth, me playing Unearth songs, which are still up there now, and said, hey, I can play this. Do you want me to, you need some help? And the first tour was like 11 years ago with Crowbar in Florida. 2 weeks after that.
That's crazy.
They said, hey, come to Florida, come to Tampa or whatever it was, Fort Lauderdale. And we'll see how it goes. Do a two-week run and see how it goes, and been with the band since.
Yeah, the interview turned into just having the job, and the audition was your show, and you just had it. It just felt right, and you just never looked back. Was there even a discussion at that point? Was it like, all right, how did that go? How did you feel about it? Or was it just obvious that it just clicked right away?
With who? What are you talking
with
about?
With Unearth.
Oh, no. So they don't mess around. Like,
right.
Hey, if you just do your job and bust ass and take it seriously, and it's cool.
Yeah.
The vibe within Unearth is always real fun and laid back. As long as you do your job and you take it seriously, and you're not, being an idiot, then yeah.
It's crazy that we have a no idiot policy, and yet Steve is doing front of house for you guys, right?
I don't know how he managed to weasel his way in. He's don't get me started.
Yeah, we love him. He's the best.
Yeah.
I think there's something really interesting that I want to touch on with kind of your musical upbringing. I find there's a big divide between two types of players getting into it in the early days. There's guys who, right out the gate, just want to write their own material. They barely know how the guitar works, but they're sitting there and they're writing their own songs. And then I jam with them now, and they know no cover songs because they didn't do it. And then there's guys like you, which was like kind of my route was I picked all my favorite records, listened to the shit out of them, and learnt all those riffs, and I still retain most of them. But I find it's interesting. There's like the two roads you can go. Do you learn guitar by learning Metallica and Slayer records, or do you learn guitar by writing the worst songs for the first 5 years of your life?
Yeah. I honestly, man, like when I was about 14 years old, I noticed that I really liked bass guitar, and I also noticed that no one wanted to play it and take it seriously. People don't take bass guitar seriously, and they should. And I noticed, I think my first show was Ozfest in England. I can't remember where. I think it was Milton Keynes. I was 15 or 16. And I remember seeing the first band, and I remember seeing the bassist and thinking to myself, that guy is not a good bassist because I can play better than that guy. And I just started it. Yeah. And so, that something clicked in my head. I thought, you know what, if I want to get involved in this industry, then maybe bass guitar's a good way to do it. And also, I have big, fat, chubby hands. I played rugby for a long time. I have lots of breaks in them. It's hard to do the delicate stuff, but the more physical stuff, like keeping a muscular type thing. I played rugby for 15 years, so just working out a lot, it made more sense to me to be attracted to bass guitar than being finessey with the guitar. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does. No, totally. I was gonna say, I noticed, and I would love if you would play that spider riff again. That was sick. You come in.
Oh.
Like all that stuff is, it's real impressive what's going on with the left hand. There's a sense of precision. But what I was looking at was your right hand and the force. It's the force, though. You got a really strong attack with your right hand.
So in my opinion, bass doesn't sound good unless you really dig into that thing. Like, sorry, this chair's messing me up. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, sorry, stand up. Bassists like Rex Brown, David Ellefson, Justin Chancellor, like dudes who really spank it because a bass guitar, like a note, like you can play a note quietly and softly, right? Does that note sound the same as fucking homeboy? Is it Joey Ramone or Johnny Ramone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Johnny Ramone, yeah.
Can't do it. Like if you do that for a whole set, 40 minutes.
Yeah, the downstrokes.
That's a real thing. I heard. I don't know if you heard this story that when Joey Ramone, I think as a guitarist, he went to some kind of award ceremony, and homeboy from Green Day, the singer or the guitarist, what's his name? Billy Joe.
Yeah.
He was there, and he was doing Up Down.
Man. He called him on.
Johnny called him in and said, "Why aren't you doing down things?" Dan Lilker.
Yeah, Daniel, Nuclear Assault, baby.
The way he attacks, and it's like a snare drum. If you hit a snare like this, or you spank it like you're trying to kill the thing, it sounds it's like a different instrument.
I heard Tom Hunting say yesterday, you got to hit the snare like it owes you money.
Yeah, there you go.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then after that he says, and I always make sure I get paid. It's awesome, dude. It's fucking rad.
Yeah, man.
So did you retain like a lot of the cover tunes that you were learning when you were a kid? Like, are you a cover guy now still? Like, if you go to a jam and someone's like a drunk party jam, hey man, know that Metallica riff, know that Megadeth song? Did you retain all that shit? Or is it kind of just lost in a sea of riffs in your brain somewhere?
A little bit both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
It's funny you mention that. So when we were in, where were we? Dubai recently.
Cool.
We played a show with Destruction, and we ended up at a karaoke bar. No, not a karaoke bar, like a local rock bar. And there was a local band playing covers, and I guess they knew about like 70 of them, loads. And we're a small group and enjoying ourselves, and I think what did I play? Yeah, I played a couple of AC/DC songs.
Cool.
You know.
AC/DC probably sounds ridiculous in B though.
We can play AC/DC in E. Still playing E because I've got E.
You do. You're all set, dude.
Yeah, Will Putney, our producer, it always weirds him out because I keep it as simple as possible, BEAD, so I don't have to tune up too much.
It's not that weird. Mike Leon was hanging out with me earlier, and he has the same thing. He has a BEAD bass.
Yeah, you just learn songs in straight tuning and just do it, you know.
When you lay it out like that, it makes tons of sense. But I think it fucks people's brains at first glance. But yeah, it's not. I mean, it makes total sense once you lay it out simply like that. Right? I want you to play that spider riff. I keep getting sidetracked. I want you to do that spider riff. Dude, everyone needs to see this.
Then it goes into a really sick doom riff, but I'm not in the right tuning. So we'll save that for another day.
You feel that rock? The boat was a rock in there.
Yeah,
see that riff was so heavy you had the boat fucking leaning this way, dude.
It's a good one.
That is a great one.
The spider riff. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's Nick Forkel wrote that riff. It was a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like to get a little nerdy when I hang out and do these kinds of things because the only people who would ever watch us talk and play guitar for this long would also be nerds. So let's talk about
We're all nerds.
We're all nerds. We're all nerdy about our own shit, but I'm dying to know about these basses. They look custom as fuck. They are gorgeous.
Yeah, people ask me about them a lot. Ernie Ball has been very awesome to me for the last 12 years that we've been together, and even before then, I bought their strings and their basses. They're really heavy. They're really big. I used to play Warwick, a Warwick Corvette with EMG pickups, and it sounded badass. But the problem is that I'm 6'2" and I'm 190 pounds, 200 pounds, and I wasn't used to having pictures taken of me, and I noticed the Warwick Corvette has a really small body, and the top part. What is this called? Do you know what this is called?
The cutaway. It's a double cutaway, right?
The top cutaway looks like a giant cock. So I was like, you know what? This is a bit weird. So started looking at a few pictures, and Fender's awesome, but Music Man's even better, I think, for a big dude. They're heavy. You stand up. You know, there's none of this.
No.
They stay there. You know, so I'm not pushing up on the neck at all. I'm standing here, you know, and I can do the, you know, whatever I'm doing on the right hand, like digging in, and I'm not have to worry about jogging it. It's solitary.
Yeah.
And then also the gloss neck.
Neck is friggin' gorgeous, dude.
So it's roasted maple. This is actually tiger flame maple.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a really good job, and then they glossed it as well. I find when I'm jumping around acting like an idiot or throwing beer over my head, my hands get wet, and so moving up and down and is nicer if it's gloss and it's easy to clean off.
Of course, yeah.
And then the white pearl inlays, because sometimes you play dark places and you need to see. So, you know, like this. Oh, which note am I hitting? Oh, boom.
I'm rocking.
Right there. Boom, boom.
Rocking the glow in the dark.
You do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I heard the tip from Sammy from Goat Whore.
Yeah.
He puts nail polish.
Yeah.
You hear about that one too?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's all black. That makes sense.
I have one of those guitars too. I have his custom from ESP, the SD2.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Great
and
dude.
I've like hung out with him, and I'm like, hey, we have the same guitar, but mine doesn't have fucking nail polish all over it.
It's good.
Yeah,
It makes
it's effective.
Sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
but I don't like the if it's not smooth, it bums me out. Like,
of course,
the spider riff. You know, like you need an ice rink there. You know?
Yeah, you slip and slide, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what's the difference between the two basses you have here?
So they're essentially the same bass. This one has pearl what do they call it?
Pearloid? Pearloid, yeah.
That's got pearl inlays, and this has got straight white.
Just straight white.
Just to try and jet up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know. And this one is, yeah, they're both, I think, Tiger Flame or whatever it is. Other than that, they're the same. But this one is in A sharp, and this one is in straight B. And then for some of the songs, I drop down to drop A in this one. So when I play Incinerate and Dawn of the Militant, this top string gets dropped down to A. And for the rest of the set, it's B, E, A, D. And then this one, straight A sharp for Wretched and Ruinous. Because that single did pretty well.
So you got to be ready to rip it. You said something pretty interesting about the Fenders looking small on you because you're such a big dude.
The
Warwick looking small on you because you're such a big dude. I always found it funny, and it ties in because we talked about AC/DC. I always found it funny that I looked at these photos of Angus Young playing SGs as a kid, and I'm like, man, that is a badass, big-ass, red horned guitar. I want to get one. Yeah. And I got my first SG, and I put it on, and I'm like, these things are tiny, man. It was because Angus was so small, the guitar looked huge on him. Yeah. You had the opposite effect with the Warwick,
Yeah, the guitar, I suppose, if we're honest here, guitars and basses look way cool on people who are shorter and smaller.
They look like big ass machines.
Yeah, because they look big and monstrous, you know.
Or if you're gigantic, you got to use the big ones. Like look at Hetfield's well over 6 feet. He's rocking the Explorers, and they look fucking sick on him because it's a big-bodied guitar for a big-bodied dude.
Yeah, James Hetfield's tall, isn't he?
He's huge, dude. Yeah, I want to say he's got to be definitely 6'2" at least. 6'2",
I think he is. Yeah, I think he's my height.
Easy, yeah.
Okay, so here's a question: Who cool tall people in who's the most famous tallest heavy metal guitarist or bassist? Who's the tallest?
Who's gigantic? I mean, we mentioned Danny Lilker. He's fucking huge.
He's tall. He's really
huge.
Tall, right?
Yeah, really tall.
That guitarist from Slipknot.
Mick Thomson.
Yeah,
he's really tall.
He's big.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Hulk Hogan. He's up there.
Hulk Hogan's definitely up there.
He's no small trifle for breakfast. He's going to give you some problems.
Hulkamania, baby.
What does he play? I bet he's not playing a Warwick. He's playing a Fender or a Music Man.
No, he's playing a BC Rich Warlock or something.
Oh, was it a BC?
Yeah,
Rich?
sure,
you're right. Yeah, BC Rich. They're pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Who else is gigantic?
Yeah, come on.
Peter Steele was huge.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Peter Steele.
Big guy.
Yeah, let's talk about Peter Steele.
Big guy.
Let's just change the direction of this interview.
He wouldn't have minded the top cutaway looking like a cock. That's the thing. He would have been right into it.
Oh, he loved it. He'd have painted it pink.
He would have painted it. That's fucking rad.
Did you see those videos of him on Jerry Springer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. That band is awesome.
I thought you were going to ask me if I saw something else he did. The answer is unfortunately yes.
Yeah, but I mean...
No, the Jerry Springer shit's hilarious, though. I guess that was kind of the day I realized that Jerry Springer might be fake. I think was when I saw that Peter Steele was like an actor on it. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. All those reality TV shows are not real at all. What was that? There's
but that's like telling a kid that Santa Claus isn't real. I grew up watching Jerry Springer, like trash TV like that. It was awesome. And then, the day I kind of realized that maybe it was like as real as wrestling, I was kind of bummed out.
Yeah, but people still pack in those WWE wrestling events. Have you been to one of those?
Yeah, dude.
People love it.
Dude, and it's crazy how much metal crossover there is. Like a lot of friends from the industry, namely, like let's just throw it out there, Municipal Waste dudes, like fly anywhere for WrestleMania. Those guys are like sitting fucking ringside, know every storyline or fans of everything.
Every Time I Die.
Another big wrestling band.
Yeah, well, the guitarist, he's a wrestler. But, I mean,
there's a lot of that too. There's like musicians who are like having like side wrestling careers now.
Look, so are you talking about coming up with a tag team like partnership here, or?
You know what? Sometimes these things start.
I mean, we're brainstorming. We're throwing things up on the wall. Sometimes it sticks.
Sometimes it sticks. Down. Dude, honestly, sometimes I come out of these interviews meeting someone for the first time, and it's like, dude, we should totally start a band together. I think you and I are destined to start a tag team together.
Well, at least a Def Leppard tribute band. Okay, go on, keep going. want to bring up something. Bassists who overplay.
Okay.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Who can we throw under the bus?
No, we're not throwing anyone on the bus because no. Yeah, sure.
No, I shouldn't.
It's your
if
show.
you're not
You can do whatever you want.
If you're not doing it, I'm not doing it.
I don't make the rules. I'm
'Cause we
just
don't-
saying, like, sometimes a riff, like Cliff Williams, you know, is what's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Rex Brown. Rex Brown is a master at this. He doesn't overplay,
Mm-hmm.
but what he does play and the fills he does, man, you know.
And he knows when to match the intensity of like a run to like match with Dime on a run or to do like a cool fill. Like he knows when to not, I won't call it overplay. He knows when to flex. He knows when to show that he can do it, but he also knows when to fucking ride that E.
Yeah, the rhythm section,
Yeah.
you know, respect the riff.
100%.
You know, like respect the riff, and I love shreddy stuff. Don't get me wrong, Billy Sheehan is a master. You know, Jarko.
Mr. Big himself.
Yeah, Jarko. You know, Primus. Like all those phenoms. I get it. You know, Victor Wooten, but keeping it down, holding it down, and letting the riff breathe. Having some air gives some dynamics between each riff when it transitions throughout the song. You know, if you're putting a fill and showing off how badass you can move your fingers around the fretboard, cool, but is that what's best for the band? Is that what's best for what's being produced over the speakers to people? You know, like, come on, like, you know, put your ego aside and do what's best for.
Agreed.
You know, that's the way that's my approach to playing bass guitar. Like sometimes you get to do some shreddy stuff, but most of it's just, hey, you know what, do your job, hit the fuck out the strings so the tone is badass.
Yeah.
Play in rhythm, play in time, adjust the tempo with your drummer, and make sure that everyone is doing this.
That's your job.
Or this.
Toe tapper.
You know? All you need is a drum with AC/DC, like, boom, bah, 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 and a bass guitar riff doing this.
Literally, that's all I need.
And we can keep going. You know?
Oh, what? You thought I was done?
I know what I was saying. Look, you didn't. And then the singer talks, and everyone has a little, you know, like that.
Okay, take it back. We're doing a
Let's see
tag team and we're doing an AC/DC style rock and roll band with just simple bass lines, dad licks, and we're rocking.
It's a blend. Honestly, like David Ellefson is the biggest influence in my bass playing.
Do you know any
That's
Elfson licks?
true. Man, on YouTube I got Holy Wars covers. That's how I used to audition for bands. I recorded Metallica Battery, Megadeth Holy Wars, Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. What was another one?
What about Holy Wars? It's fucking sick. No one ever knows how to do that.
It's been a while. Let's go. Oh, you're gonna play you? It's gonna be weird. It should be an E, right?
Yeah.
That's harder to play with the B string.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you played an E. So speaking of that song, how badass, let's be real, how badass was that cover that Mastodon, the singer of Mastodon, did of Holy Wars,
like
with
the
Troy
COVID video,
singing?
yeah.
I can't remember who else was. I think
Dave Davidson
Dave
on
was
guitar.
in Revocation,
Yeah.
and I think Frank was playing drums. From
Yeah, he
Metal
was. It was the
Injection.
Metal Injection video series.
It was so badass.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
That fucking ruled, bro.
It was so good. It was so good. When we used to have issues, more issues technical wise, we used to do Dawn of the, what was it called? Dawn Patrol?
That one?
Yeah, remember that one? The bass line?
Something like that.
So, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, Ellefson digs in hard.
Five Magics. That's a great bass line he does.
And he's he's digging in hard, you know. Like that's Ellefson's a badass.
Ellefson rules.
Ellefson's a badass.
Yeah, rules.
Yeah. So okay. So where do we go from now?
So I feel like we got to do our tag team, our AC/DC band, and then a Megadeth tribute band. We'll take it super seriously. We'll get you an Ellefson.
Sounds like a lot of work.
You know what?
Sounds like a lot of work.
I think it might be worth it, though.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll take it step by step.
Yeah, baby steps.
How about we start by hitting the buffet first, because I could fucking use a bite, and we are on a boat that has a 24-hour buffet.
We are.
We are.
The chicken enchiladas earlier were sublime, with some sour cream, guacamole, salsa.
Ooh.
Yeah, very nice.
How about you leave us with two things? Maybe a thought just about playing on this boat. Maybe aside from the obvious, being on stage and feeling the waves, maybe you could, like, there's people going to be watching this who will have never been on a music cruise, or maybe will never have the opportunity to. Maybe you could leave us with a thought about being in a band and performing on a cruise, maybe, whatever that may be, and then fucking play us out with a sick riff, and let's hit that buffet, my dude.
Okay. Yeah, the cruise is... it's an adventure, and you never know what's going to happen. Things change because of weather. Things change because of illness. Things change because of wind. God damn, how bad was the wind?
Oh my God.
It was ridiculous. It was literally walking outside and your hair is doing a tornado above you, like a swirly.
It's on a performer side and an audience side.
Yeah.
Like, if you have long hair and you're going to go watch a band outdoors on a cruise ship, bring a hair tie and a hat.
Yeah, that's
actually a hot tip.
Yeah, that maybe that's the thing to
that
do.
That is the
do
thing.
The top 10 tips for.
Because I feel like they send out like, hey, things to not forget to pack, things that you should know about the boat. I don't think anyone's telling you to bring. I don't think anyone's telling you to bring a hair tie and a hat. We got your back on that one.
Yeah, and
it's a good tip.
Sometimes the band that you're looking forward to seeing on one stage will move to another stage at a different time, and you just have to roll with the punches.
Roll with the
punches. It's part of the adventure.
It is.
It's part of the fun, and what else?
It's a heavy metal adventure at sea.
Yeah, enjoy the pool and the hot tub, and they have a beautiful spa and a sauna.
When you can, watch the sunset from the sauna.
Yeah, that's the move. Sunset from the sauna, and you can bring beer in the sauna. If you want.
Yeah. I wasn't going to ask if I could. I was just going to do it.
Yeah, as long as it's not glass. No glass.
Yes. Chris, it's been fucking fun getting to know you and riffing around a bit. Lay something on me. Play us out of here. And dealer's choice. You give me whatever you're feeling.
Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot.
Oh, how terrible putting such a sick ass bass player on the spot. A man of a million riffs of his own and covers.
Okay, let's see.
There we go.